Back to another episode of KevinYoder.tv. Today, I am proud to stand before another man who's been an industry expert and veteran. This is John Wade with JW Inspections. John and I go way back. John has been doing inspections in the West Michigan area for about 16 years. Actually, the first inspection that I ever had done in the first house that I sold, John was the inspector for. And here we are 16 years later, and I brought John in today because of all the inspectors in West Michigan, John and his company, JW Inspections, is the company that we trust at Yoder Real Estate to make sure that our buyers are getting the best inspection possible. And I thought this might be a great opportunity to just dispel maybe some disbeliefs and answer some questions that maybe a lot of buyers have. If you're thinking about buying a home, this is the conversation you want to listen to surrounding inspections, because they're important and they're necessary, and sometimes, in this case, some do the job better than others, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Before we get started, take a look at the link below. That gives you full access to searching all real estate. In other words, it's your back-end access to the MLS. If you're looking for a home, click the link below. Think of it as Zillow with all the advertisements. All right, let's get started. So John Wade, the owner and founder of JW Inspections, tell us, if you could, just start off by sharing with us the types of inspections that a buyer might consider when they are buying a home.
There's primarily three different types of inspections. There's your home inspection itself, there's radon testing, and there's termite inspections. Those are the three that all home inspectors offer. There is different inspections out there that we can all do, but those are primarily the three most important that we do in every home. I shouldn't say every home. The home inspection is done, but then it is always up to the customer if they want to do a radon test and termite inspections. We as JW Inspections, we recommend the radon testing and the termite inspections at pretty much all homes that we do. Radon is something that there's no way that we can fully determine if your home does or does not have it until we actually run the test itself. Termite inspections, once again, kind of the same thing, but we do recommend termite inspections to be done in every home that we do inspect.
Great, John. What would you say to somebody that says something like, well, I get all that, I just don't want to spend the money on a radon inspection? How would you respond to that?
Truly, it's your choice. It's your choice as a buyer what you want to do. I said, we know what areas have higher levels of radon. We know what areas have lower. We do tell our customers that stuff. But what you can't fully determine is, even in a high area, if there's one home that has a radon testing that's done and it's high, and then the next 5 homes might be low. We don't know it until we actually test it. Radon is a number 2 cause of lung cancer here in the U.S., so we do recommend it to be done in every home.
Wow, okay, so that's a pretty big stat there.
Yes,
Second leading
absolutely.
cause of lung cancer in the U.S.
Yep.
And also in Michigan. I think it's right around the same.
Absolutely.
Right? So if I'm hearing you right, it sounds like this is one of those opportunities where you have, as a buyer, to purchase a home. You're going to live in it for a long period of time usually, and it's really your only crack at getting full eyes on what's going on.
Right.
Behind
Absolutely.
the scenes, roof, attics, everything that you're not going to normally check out after you're the proud owner, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
That's
great.
correct.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for sharing those 3 different types of inspections. I'm going to fire at you a couple. These are what we call FAQs.
Okay.
Frequently asked questions that we hear a lot. Do I need to be? This is the buyer asking the question. Does the buyer need to be present at the inspection?
The buyer doesn't have to be present at the inspection, but we as JW Inspections, we very much like our buyers to be there. Because when our buyers are there, we have the time to explain to you everything that we're finding. You see what we're doing, we can tell you what we're doing, we can talk to you about every issue and throughout the home. It makes for that much better of an inspection. Being in the business as long as we both have, probably the biggest problem we have as an inspector is when a buyer does not show up. We want our buyers to be there. If you're out of town, that's fine. We will give you all the time you need afterwards, but we really want to speak to you after the inspection and discuss everything with you that we have found.
Great, great. And if you can't make it to the inspection, it's always a good idea to at least come to the tail end, which we kind of call it the recap section.
Yeah.
The inspectors crawled through the attic. You may not be somebody that wants to crawl through attics and crawl spaces, but certainly at the end, the inspector can get done with that tedious part of it and actually walk you through what they found. That's helpful as well. And then the agent, working in conjunction with the buyer looking to buy our home, if the agent can be there, that's also helpful. That's something that we do at Yoder Real Estate. Okay, another question for you. The home is new. Is radon possible?
Absolutely. Whether it's a new home or an older home, it does not matter. Actually, in the much, much older homes, you're going to have that much less radon because of the fact that the homes have so much airflow going through the basement areas. that it'll clear a lot of the radon out. In the newer homes, everything is so much more sealed tight today that your levels or chances of high radon are much greater.
That's interesting. Okay, good. And lastly, when it comes to ordering a home inspection, how do you normally see that happening? Who's ordering? Is it the buyer? Is it the agent? I can tell you how we do it here. I want to hear your...
The buyers. The buyers do all the ordering. Lots of times the agents do them. We as a company like to list everything online so that you see exactly what our pricing is going to be, exactly how we do our inspections. We like everybody to know what they're going to be walking into before they come to the inspection. Whether it's your buyer, whether it's one of your agents or your buyer, we're perfectly fine. We have no trouble working with either one of them.
Fantastic. Okay, those are all the questions I have for you. If you want to know more about JW Inspections or Yoder Real Estate, JW, your website is, John?
www.jwhomeinspections.com.
Very good, and you probably can find them right on Facebook as well.
Absolutely.
If you are somebody who is looking to buy a home or know somebody who is, please comment on this video. Also share it with them. Just share it right over, because this is the part of the buying process that sometimes gets a little bit confusing, a little bit stressful, and we hope that today this video is giving you some insight into the inspection process so that you or someone you know has a more smooth and enjoyable home purchase. Again, thanks for tuning in to KevinYoder.tv. We look forward to talking to you soon.